Jag befinner mig i Atlanta i en vapenbutik. Vi ska prata om det här med rätten att bära vapen. And I'm going to talk to you, Jim Hinsdale. You're the store owner.
Yes.
Welcome to Expressen TV, Swedish Live TV.
Welcome to Chuck's Firearms.
Thank you very much. I was thinking that we should start just by showing the Swedish audience the most popular weapons that you sell here. Can you show me?
Yep, quickly. We're a hunting store mostly, and we sell the silver pigeon Beretta.
We're just going to hold it up like this a little bit. Yeah.
Double barrel shotgun, and then a lot of the personal defense. We sell the Smith & Wesson 642. It's a little revolver, and it's just a self-defense. Someone keeps it home or in their purse.
How many of these do you sell every year or month? Do you know?
We probably will sell 5 to 6 of those a month, and probably 4 or 5 of these a month.
And this is about $400, right?
$460, and this is
$460, yeah. And this is for self-defense.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to talk a bit about the Second Amendment, but I was wondering if you could, Jim, if you could explain to me, as a Swede, as European, why is it so important? What does it mean to American people? Why is it so important to have the right to bear arms?
Well, we were founded on a country of freedom of our arms and just rights, and that's what so many Europeans and immigrants from all over the world came to America. We're a very large country. We're, 350 million now, and we're still, a lot of our country is wide open. It's just a right to protect yourself, to hunt, and that's in the West in the early days. There was very little law.
And now we're in Georgia, one of the southern states. What would you say that the gun laws looks like here in Georgia compared to other states?
All states have, it's all controlled by the federal government, but each state has some own laws that restrict the availability and how you can purchase a gun. Georgia's, we still follow what the Federal Firearms Act is, and through the background check with the FATF and the FBI.
So tell me, if I were an American citizen and I would want to buy a gun, how would it work? I would come into your store and then what?
You would come into the store, you would select a weapon that you have your choice. We would fill out the form that's a federal form and do the background check that is done through the FBI's computer check.
And that's it? And how long does that take?
It could take 5 to 10 minutes to determine a proceed, which means we can proceed with the purchase or the sale to you, to a delay, to a denial.
I understand. There are a lot of shootings in the U.S. every year. Thousands of people, unfortunately, get killed from gun violence. Don't you think that if less people were armed, or if it was more difficult to buy a gun, that the shootings would decrease in this country?
Not really. I think most of the shootings in the country are more violent upon violence, or we call hood upon hood, or it's very little of just shooting to shoot. It's really gangs and hoods. Probably 90% of that. Some of the others are accidental, which is true. I mean, but happens. But I think as many guns as the American public owns in the world, we're probably number 10 as far as violence per killings per person.
But don't you think that if it was more difficult for these gang members to, for example, come in and buy a gun, that the shootings would be less?
They don't buy them conventionally. They'll buy them on the street. Chicago, which is probably one of the most heavily controlled areas in the United States, has more murders than any other part in the country. In many parts in the world, it's more per 100,000 than any other parts of the world.
So finally, before we go back to Stockholm, considering the two political parties, which one of the parties do you think has the better view on gun law?
Well, it's still a conservative versus liberal. Liberal believes more in government, federal government control and influence over the public. And the conservatives are more individuals and state rights and the rights of the individuals. So that's how I would view the two parties.
So you would go for that the Republicans are more?
I think they're much more in the they believe in less federal government and more control and less control of the people.